Can I get paid after calling the clock? We're kicking things off with pocket 8s under the gun, making it £15 in this 1-2 game as the £5 straddle is on, and the small blind and straddle both call. The flop is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life as the dealer sensually lays out the Jack 8-4 rainbow for my viewing pleasure. It checks to me and obviously we need to begin building our pot, so I start things off with a bet of £17. I think unblocking the top card here in a live game, I should probably just be explosively sizing up here against two randoms, but this is obviously fine as well. Just the small blind wants to keep me company and the dealer rolls off the ace of spades on the turn, bringing in a backdoor flush draw. It's now probably going to be tougher to extract value over the course of this hand from the multitudes of Jack X my opponent called the flop with, but it's still not doing anything to stifle my half chub at this juncture. After another check, I have to start sizing up to extract maximum value with my set, so I toss out a meteor £75. In retrospect, I actually hate this sizing, as something healthier in the £90 to £100 range sets up a much more comfortable river shove for me, since I clearly want to go for all of it. My opponent will now have £300 back if he calls with £230 in the middle, and that's a fairly chunky all-in to face. By sizing larger on the turn, my river shove is slightly less scary as it's closer to the size of the pot rather than a large overbet, which could be the difference between getting called and not. Thankfully, at least, my opponent flicks in the call within about 2 seconds, and we're off to a river, which is the queen of clubs. 10-9 gets there, but other than that, we lose to nothing besides an unlikely king-10 of spades, since I'd expect jacks plus to still 3-bet pre-flop, so we effectively have the nut set. He also snapped the turn, which I think makes 10-9 significantly less likely, but if he does happen to have a straight, then I will personally deliver the extra £300 to his stack. Alas, I'm sticking to the plan. It's time to go for the lot.
All in. All in.
Now, while this geezer acted fast on the turn, we had quite the wait in store for us on the river. Bro takes a full 5 minutes before I start to wonder whether I should call the clock. I'm actually surprised someone else hadn't done it already, as live players aren't generally the most patient bunch, but after giving him ample time, I wonder whether I should do it myself. The main thing to consider when deciding whether to clock an opponent is whether it makes it more likely that we get called, and honestly you can go either way here. They might read it as though I can't handle it any longer because I'm bluffing and I just want the ordeal to be over, which is definitely a possibility, but I think that when they are clearly struggling to make a call, it's probably best not to put them under time pressure. You then run the risk of the clock running down because they just can't find the final strength to pop the money in, since 5 minutes was clearly not enough already, and that leaves our set unpaid. The tiebreaker though is that I'm about to fall a fucking sleep waiting for this guy to act, so clock it is.
Clock.
Alright, clock has been called. You have 30 seconds to start announcing. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know what you had.
Don't always believe what you hear at the poker table, guys.